Hi friends, it's Deanna Williston from Our Blooming Catholic Life, and I'm coming to you today with a little update on my new planner. So this is my Happy Catholic planner. You've seen it before. It's this great cover that I bought to hold it so I can take it out of the house, right? Thinking that I would ever go out of the house again. But something happened today. As you can see, my husband came out of the home office, saw his shadow, which means we are going to have 6 more months, friends, of working from home. Yay. And so what I've been doing is that I had a very good schedule in the beginning of the pandemic. I was keeping to my regular schedule as much I could. Even though I wasn't leaving the house, I was still trying to do the same things at the same time. So like, even if I didn't leave the house to go knitting, I would meet my knitting friends on Zoom, for example. And that worked in the beginning of the pandemic. And then I felt like it was silly and people kind of fell off from doing a lot of that. And so I catered my schedule to the guys at home who were working. And that has led, it's gotten a bit chaotic and it's not good for me. Like, I need to start setting a time for dinner. I'm sorry, I'm going to set a time for dinner. And if you can make it, it's so funny to say if you can't make it, like even if you're at home and you're right there and it's time to eat, but you're not coming out of the office, I need to eat anyway. I need to try and keep to a schedule. I mean, I'm going to be flexible, but it's gotten kind of ridiculous. And basically my life is on hold and I'm trying to accommodate everyone else. And I am ending up with no time to work on the things that I want to work on. And so I'm going to readjust my planner. Now, if you watched last week's episode, you know that I still have November, December from my old planner in here. And I'm not really using it in the way I'm supposed to anymore because pandemic. So what I've decided is on these pages, the calendar overview, I am going to write like birthdays and appointments in here. I mean, I started doing different things here, you can see. So let's see if I've got December. Here's December's. You can see I made it cheerful with lots of stickers. Remember in the Happy Planner, the matte stickers, you can still write on if you want. And shiny stickers, like this one over here is actually shiny on the sheet. You might be able to see that it's shiny. It's actually, you can't write on it. And it's see-through. So one is opaque, but you can write on it, and this kind is see-through, but you can't write anything on it. So I already decorated this out a long time ago and never really filled it out because the pandemic happened and things are crazy. So the first thing I did today was I went in and I got from the St. Margaret of Cortona region of the Secular Franciscan Order, and I believe I put this on my last video, we have an interactive list of Seraphic Order saints and blesseds and feasts, and it is digitized. So this is in the newsletter, but you can actually go to the website and grab these, and you click on any of these and they're links, and it's going to tell you about the saint or blessed. So what I did here is I copied out the saints that were third order saints, as well as any big feasts. And like in November, we have some Seraphic Order saints that are for all of the Franciscan family. I don't think we've really had any of those this time, except of course Feast of the Immaculate Conception, which is a super big one, and the day of the finding of the body of the Holy Father Francis. So there are some that are going to be for everyone in the Seraphic Order, but a lot of these I just copied in the third order. I didn't want to go crazy. It's going to get packed otherwise. I included my dog's vet appointment. There's some other feast days, Juan Diego, Our Lady of Guadalupe on here. This is reminding me to give my dog his flea and tick treatment. Of course, we have Christmas, first day of winter I have marked. So this is going to be more like appointments, any kind of Zoom calls. Like I tend to have a John Bradbourne Memorial Society talk once a month. So I'm going to put those on here for my overview. And the way I was doing it before, remember, I put a journaling sheet in the middle of my week. Not doing that anymore. I decided against that. Remember, it's Happy Planner, so it's modular. I can just pop that right out. So this is where I was doing Lectio Divina pre-COVID, and I haven't been doing it. I mean, this is December, but even so, I haven't been doing it faithfully as I used to. And we all know I got Bishop Flores's Light of Advent for my Advent reflection, and this has journaling space built right into it. So I am going to journal straight up in this book. And you can see the Gospels that we're using for this, for Advent, come from, there's Luke, there's Matthew. Let's see, this one's Matthew. So they're going to jump around. There's some Mark, Luke again. So these jump around. So I'm going to go ahead and do this like every morning. Get this out, do the light of Advent, the reflections in here. Like I said before, you can watch, I'll try and point up to the top to remind me to link that video that unpacks this book for you. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to journal that in here. I may throw some Happy Planner stickers in there just to be fun, but I'm not going to journal with that in here. I'm going to stick to it in the book. What I am going to do in here, I am going to do something. Dr. Taylor Marshall is going to actually daily be reading a gospel chapter, possibly more. He's going to daily read to us from the Gospels. And I thought that would be really fun because I can listen to his YouTube videos while I'm walking the dog. So I could actually write in the scripture that he's giving every day and reflect on it as he's reading. So I can do my Lectio Divina off whatever gospel reading he's doing. And I don't even remember. I feel so terrible. I feel like he said he was going to do the Gospel of John, but I'm not 100%. But I thought that that would be a great place to do that. So like do this, like get up early in the morning and do it. And then do these. I don't know what time of day Dr. Taylor Marshall's going to air his show. So I'm going to say that I'm going to do this later in the day. Maybe 3 o'clock would be a great time. You know, the hour of Divine Mercy could be a super great time to listen to Dr. Taylor Marshall's reading the gospel to us and doing some Lectio Divina on that. And so that's what I plan to do for December. Now, I've been having some other issues, right? And so what am I going to do? Because not all the housework and all is getting done. So I have 2 options here. One thing I definitely wanted to do was, because this doesn't really have like an hourly schedule spot, there's just no room to do like an hourly schedule here. And if I'm meditating on scripture here, I can't do that. But I had this paper, right? That was this week's goals. And if I fold it the other way, it's blank paper or says don't forget. And so what I'm thinking is, I'm going to pop this in. I can have my overarching goals for the week written here and maybe do a schedule out. You see, it's got that nice dot grid paper. So I could do a daily schedule. I could do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I could write that right out. And then when the week's over, friends, I can rip this out and I still have my gorgeous journaling for the week. And I don't have to have my messy little like to-do list of like feed the dogs, trim the rabbit's nails. Like that doesn't have to be in my journal anymore. I can just pull that out super easy. So I was definitely excited about that. Is that going to solve all of my organization problems right now? No. So I also had gotten this before and I'd pulled out some pieces and not used all of them. But I'm thinking I am going to add some of this in the end. This is the Happy Planner Household Extension Pack. And it's so cute because it's got Laura Ingalls Wilder quotes on it, and it's still got my floral theme as my planner did last year, so I'm kind of excited. The first one is chores, and I admit when I first got this, I didn't understand it at all because there's only like 6 sheets here. I was like, that's not enough for the year, and I'm pretty sure it's copyrighted. I can't photocopy it. It's because, let's stop and look. Here is an overarching look of what is going to be on every sheet. So it has daily chores: make beds, meal prep, wash dishes, wipe counters, declutter, laundry, vacuum sweep, trash, water plants, 5-minute pickup. Those are daily things. And then it has weekly chores done by room, which I thought was kind of neat. And then it's got a list of monthly chores. And it actually has some little tips there, either on doing it, like furniture, it means vacuum polish and or spot clean wood, leather, and upholstered furniture. But up here, like making beds, establishing this daily habit will ensure you'll rest easy at the end of a long day. So it's just a little bit of help and motivation there. And if you look, this whole sheet is actually a monthly chart. That's why there's only 6 pages, because when you have them front to back, you end up with 12 and it's a year. So look at this. Daily, and there's one for each of 4 weeks. Then here's weekly, and see, the columns are now week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and then a little one for monthly chores. So definitely going to add this in the back of the Happy Planner. This one, I've been kind of squeezing meal plans here and there, and they didn't have their own. But look, here are these lovely things right here, and it's your weekly menu plans, your grocery list, and on the back is snacks and quick bites and any recipes or meal prep that needs done. So when I get to my chore list and says meal prep, the meal prep for the day is going to be listed on the back. Now, I'm probably not going to put this separate. I'm thinking I'm actually going to put a meal prep one in the middle of the week, just like I did this guy, right? The week's goals. I'm going to put this in here behind there. And so it's going to be right there. Easy peasy. And I'm going to pop those in. This chores I'm probably going to put in the back of my book. But the meal plans, I'm just going to grab a page here and there as I need it. The budget section, I'm not going to really use because my husband and I do that together, and I don't do that in this particular book. Projects, I may go ahead and throw in the back. I've got some really great ideas for some Franciscan t-shirts, and I'd love to be able to offer them to y'all, and I just don't know how to get them made and done. So I just thought this was interesting. You can list your inspiration or resources, your sketches or ideas. The name of the project goes here in the middle. Supplies on hand, supplies to purchase, any cost or details. So right now I just have the idea of the shirts, but I can sketch them out here. And then when I find somebody who can make these, I can fill the rest of it out and I'll be ready to go. And I won't lose my ideas because I'm going to tuck this in the back of my planner. So I'm kind of excited about that. So the two things I'm grabbing out of there and putting in are the chores and the projects. Now, where am I going to put these? I actually do want these in the back, but here are my holiday memories. Holiday menu planning, any party, obviously not having a party this year, but I could totally have a party on Zoom. Maybe dress up in your ugly sweater and have a family Zoom night, game night. That's totally a possibility. My family has something called Jackbox, and so we can play games over Zoom. So that's super fun. And why not have snacks? You could even mail people cookies ahead of time, like, right? Mail them to them or have them delivered from a service. And Christmas cookie exchange. Maybe this year, instead of exchanging cookies, maybe we're going to just exchange recipes. And so remember, they have the super cute notes here. Cards and gifts. Oh, you can't see that, but that's all. I keep that in the back. So I'm thinking, since it's so close to the holidays, I am going to keep that there. And I'm going to put these all the way in the back. Now, after the holidays, I may go ahead and move these up a smidge, just because I'll be working in the front of my planner when January comes. Now, I do want to show you some other things. Look, I've just popped these in. I just like showing people. It's kind of fun to do. And also, it's pretty easy. Other people can do it easier, better. Maybe not as nice, but anyway. Oh, and the color is the same color as my cover. Okay, loving that. May leave that in the back. But I just wanted to give you a hint. So that's how I'm going to set it up. And that's all. So that's what I've got so far. I hope that all of you who are staying home are staying safe and coming up with creative ways to stay organized and stay mentally and spiritually healthy as well as physically. God bless, friends. Bye.